We got this comment. Why doesn't anyone cover the basics? Even the Final Draft tutorials, they focus on cool features rather than getting you started. So in this video, we will go over the basics in Final Draft 12. Once you have purchased the Final Draft, you will get an email with the activation code, and once you have installed the software, it will look something like this, and you can choose template and use Screenplay and click new. Once you're in Final Draft, it could look also like this, and if you want to open a new file, you can go to File and New, and you will get a new Screenplay as well. And the amazing thing with Final Draft is that it has already put in all the basics with like the headings and like how much space it should be from the side to where the actual text is and stuff like that. So you can just go ahead and start writing. And for interior, you will just hit I, and this little sign will come up, and you can see interior or IE, which is interior and exterior, and you can just hit enter, and boom, you have the interior over there. And the same thing goes with exterior. If you want to do exterior, you just hit E, and this sign comes up, and you can see exterior, and you just hit enter, and then you can keep on writing and write like exterior house day. And you can see how when you start typing a word, you get like the smart type up, and you can just hit enter for the thing you want to add, which is super cool and helpful. And when you hit tab, you can just get into the character and just start typing the name Maria, then hit enter, and now you're in the dialogue right away, and you can say, hi, how are you? And you see this little sign over here, it's a plus sign. So if I'm not sure that's the line I want to have, I can add an option. And I can write, hi, what's up? What's up? And what I do is also, you can see over here, you can remove them and add more. And over here you can see you can change between them, so which one you want to have, just like that. So if I want to have a voiceover, I can just hit the bracket marks and for voiceover, and you can see you get up like a little options here, and you can just pick which one you want to have. So if I want to have the voiceover, you hit enter, and you can see voiceover. Or if I change my mind and I want to have off screen, I can have like that. So if I want to change anything, for example, if I write this, she walks into the house, and if I wanted to have this, for example, to change it to a dialogue, I could just go up here and hit dialogue, and that would end up being a dialogue. Or if I messed up and I want to change it to the action text, I can just change it back like that. So by going up here, you can see all the different options also without using the keyboard. If you want to have transition, you can hit transition, and you will end up on the right side of the text where the transition are. So if you want to have fade in or fade out or fade to black, you can just pick those, fade out. So this is the actual page where the screenplay is being written. But if you wanted to head over to the beat board, you could just go over here and hit beat board. And here's the cool thing about this is you can, just by clicking on the right, you can get a new beat. And this is amazing because if I am like using post-its, I can have like my own post-its within the screenplay. So I could just write Sarah finds a monster, and the cool thing about the beatboard also is that you can add it on the top of the, I'm gonna change it so you can see it better. So you can pull it down. So here you can see the outline 1, outline 2, and the actual screen script. So I can move around, like if I want to have, maybe I have created a lot of, if I have created a lot of bitboards down here and I want to move around and see how they move within the script, I can do so. And I can also zoom in and out here. Once you have completed like a full screenplay and you have like 90 pages or so, in this section you will see all the pages, but since I just started, you can't really see it now, but you will see like the card for the screenplay down here. And what I usually do is that I can create my own. You can drag this, so if that's Sarah finds a monster, but if I wanted to create another one, I could type on it, and maybe I want to have Act 1, and I want to show myself, like, because here's the pages, and I might want to know, like, for how long am I gonna have Act 1, so I can easily find, I can easily get an overview for my acts, and I can change the color. So I just did that by clicking right, and then you can change the color down here. Maybe I want to have mint, or go back to the other one. I will move that one down there, so I could have this first section like used for the acts, and then I can add different bits down here to see, like, and I can write Mary is killed, and I could move it over there, and I can play around. So if I move anything around down here, it won't affect the timeline up here. So I can just use the beatboard as like my big brain dump for everything, to understand the story and just getting all the things down. So I think the beatboard is awesome because you can use it like when you're starting, you can just write everything down, all the things for your idea. And one cool thing you can do is that you can split the two views like this. Let's move this up a bit, and then you can go to views and you can go to the script, and voila, here you have both the exterior and the actual screenplay, and then you have the beatboard. So you can, if you write everything down in the beatboard, you can just use it for when you start typing the actual screenplay. And you can split it also horizontally, and you can swap panels if you want to change them. And remove it. And here you have like these elements where you can look where you are, what view you want to have, like the script normal, or if you want to have speed view. I don't really like that one. Or if you want to go to index card, or if you want to have scene view. Yeah, but this is where I usually hang out, and the beatboard, of course. So what you actually added in the beatboard will also be viewed over this actual screenplay, so which is amazing because you will have tons of small post-its over here which you can use in order to keep track of the story as well as you keep on writing. And once you want to have a front page or title page, you just hit this little guy up here, the title page, and move it over here, and you can just change this, written by Maria, and then you can just close it. So every time you go up here you will get it. I have a second monitor so it ends up on the other screen, I don't know why, but you can change it, and it will actually, when you print the screenplay or if you save it to a PDF, this page will be at the front. And when it comes to page numbers, once you have written more than one page, it will appear. I will show you, just add some blah 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 to get to the other page. And you can see over here you get the actual screen, the page of the screenplay. And if you want to change your number, or I mean it's automatically, but if you want to remove it for some reason, you can go to document and header and layout, header and footer, and then you can see the page number here. So if I were to remove this, the page would disappear from the side page. But actually I want to have the page number there, so I was just add it back by clicking the page and then hit OK. So if you, after you have written a nice screenplay and you want to add some notes, you can hit the right on your mouse and then insert script notes. Dialogue sounds off. So they end up here on the right side, and you can change the color if you want to have, like, I usually have people read my screenplay, so I have different color for different people, and then you can also change the type, and you can write Maria version 5. Maybe I have written several versions and I want to have, remember this is my notes from the 5th version. So you can see down here that you actually got the new version. And if you want to remove them, you just hit the button, the garbage can over here. And once you want to save the file, don't forget to save. You just hit save, and you can write test and then hit save. And if you want to track your changes, you can use this little guy and turn on tracking changes. So if I change something now, you will get a new color of the text. She walks into the house. She walks into the castle. So you just got the blue text for it to actually show what was actually changed. And if you want to accept all those changes, you can go to track changes and accept all changes. Or you can also, if you just want to accept one, you can hover over it and you can accept or reject. So if you hit accept, it will still be blue, but you can still, I actually had to accept both. So this is pretty much it, the basics of Final Draft. But there's so much stuff you can tweak and learn in this software. So if you want to learn more, you can check out our playlist of more tutorials of Final Draft. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing and hit that like button and add a comment below. And I wish you all a fabulous day. Have a good one. Until next time.